Guys, guys, guys.
Yo, the only thing you can really do in a cipher is a backwood. You can stuff. I see niggas stuff 6-7 grams in a backwood. You feel me? Boom,
I can do
it's
that.
lit.
That Dutch, one of these, like these.
Bro, you can do that
You
with
can't do that with a paper.
You can do that
I
with
want
paper.
these-
6-7.
Yeah.
Yo, this
Bro.
is like a.
Not that paper.
You get a king size.
That's what I'm saying. You
paper.
gotta get a different paper. Like I'm saying,
I can
just
put
bring
like
one,
a
two
quarter
on
in
backwood.
this blunt.
But backwoods
I
are
don't know,
large.
Backwoods are straight. I don't like the veins and shit. They be like.
That's the thing. They hit. I mean, they hit or miss with the veins. You get a light leaf. Them shits is whack. Like,
yeah, it's tough,
You
man.
get a good leaf.
Louise.
That's like life, though. You get a good leaf, you got to drum with it. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
But anyways, how y'all been, man? We haven't seen y'all in a minute.
Man,
How's
yeah.
everything been?
Running back on the show. Everything's been straight, bro. In a relationship now.
I see. Congrats. Round of applause. So what happened, man? You got taken down in the wild.
This nigga got defeated.
Nah, I didn't get defeated. Actually,
She's a young lady. She's a pretty young lady.
The wood. You breaking up
man,
the wood.
it's really a crazy story. What the fuck? Oh, sorry. But it's a crazy story in the sense of just like, my bad, y'all.
You still used to be behind the camera.
Right?
Man. But
It's the second time too.
it is the second time. All right, we'll clear up. All right, so it's a crazy story. Me and her used to have known each other since the 6th grade. Long story long, I basically should have just confronted her about an issue that was manipulated to me over 5 years, and I didn't. She had brought it up casually. Situation was she had moved. Me and her were kind of flirting at the time, figuring stuff out, and her cousin was like, "Nah, she's not feeling you like that." And I was like, "Oh."
Wait, was it a guy that said that or a girl?
A girl. So you know what I'm saying. So I was like, "Okay, whatever."
We've all been. We know what that is.
Right. And I was like, "Okay," but so I didn't realize what was going on.
Was
I
the
didn't
cousin? Were you interested in the cousin?
No, not at the time.
Okay.
And at this point, like, you know what I'm saying, like, to give further backstory, like, she had ghosted the whole world, and the only person that was talking to her at this time was her cousin. So long story long.
I like a good mentally unstable chick too myself.
So long story long, she was supposed to come to Atlanta. We were supposed to meet, and it ended up going left. And I was like, oh, whatever. And so she brought it up, the situation, like, it's crazy that we didn't meet in Atlanta that time because my cousin wanted to leave. And I was like, oh, for real? And we just had a conversation, talked it out, discovered we've had feelings for each other. There's never been no beef.
She's from Alabama?
Yeah, she's from Alabama.
Where does she currently reside?
Dallas. So now...
Okay, so he's out there eating beans, eating Tex-Mex?
Bro.
It's different. Mexican food.
She doesn't like Mexican food. So I finessed her to a spot one time.
What does she eat? In-N-Out? Y'all eat In-N-Out all day?
Bruh, she eats
White
like
burger.
she eats burgers, soul food, barbecue, and that's pretty much it.
Does she eat vegetables?
Yeah, vegetable soup. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You know girls have bad diets.
bro, they really do, bro. You know what I'm saying?
The prettier the girl, the worse the diet. I'm standing on that in 2021.
And I also, this is a side segment, but I also think like bad bitches, low key, like, because they're already bad, they have company over. They don't expect, like, they're like, yo, my house doesn't have to look a certain way. I've been to a few houses, like, y'all ain't slick, paper plates up there, no real dishes.
Oh shit.
Do better.
That's the problem with courting, man. I mean, in dating, like, that's the irony of our conversation today was being based on that. And you leaving the game, you can kind of speak on, like, fresh eyes leaving the game. You have fresh eyes in the game, and I'm like eyes removed from the game. And it's kind of interesting to see the three stages. It's like three little bears, you know? You know what I mean?
It's really crazy. It's like dog eat dog world out here now. It's, you know, before it used to be like niggas were doing running the game. Now these girls are giving it to you way better. And I said it back in 2018. Niggas are getting fucked. Like, not like, I'm sure there's some niggas getting pegged and stuff like that.
Literally and figuratively.
If that's your thing, that's cool too. But like, just like, yeah, that's. I mean, how is it out there for you, man? I watch from afar on Instagram. Atlanta looks crazy. Atlanta looks like it's 2018 up there. Shit ain't stopped. I see a lot of people from out of town coming out here having fun, doing post and deletes after they get shamed on Instagram.
You feel me?
It's crazy out here, man. It looks fun.
It is.
It looks like the hoes are fucking. They fucking on the drop of a dime. I feel like
I wouldn't know.
hold out till post Corona, because this shit's gonna be like the Great Gatsby out here. You're gonna be like busting shit down on the side street on Edgewood. It's gonna be like Roaring 20s. Because once you think about like after World War II, people went crazy.
You think there's gonna be a baby boom? Well, I mean, that makes sense.
It's gonna be
Bro, there's been so many corona
nuts.
babies.
It's gonna be nuts. Think about the first time you can really be out without a mask. While niggas ain't going home. It's gonna be Freaknik again. I'm calling it.
Yo, make sure, yeah, you got either a good roster or you secure with your lady.
Yeah, man, that's gonna be fun. That's what I'm saying for my solo friends out there. Just hold on a little bit longer, man. It's about to be nuts.
So I had a girlfriend and we broke up.
So what is it? Did that constitute as a girlfriend? Wait, that long?
Was it a girlfriend or was it a situationship? We have to define.
Or y'all dating?
You know what? I had an entanglement.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Shout out to Jada.
You feel me?
So what happened?
Queen Jada.
So to define as an entanglement, what happened?
I was spending weeks at your house, and then we get into an argument. Rinse, recycle, repeat. Don't talk for a couple of days. Back over there. Rinse, recycle, repeat.
How old was this young lady?
27. Yes, 27.
Okay. What's her like? If you can gauge, give an accurate gauge, like in her life, what's her status in life? Is she okay, or is she kind of working at it, or?
She's okay. A little damaged.
I'm trying to figure out where she's at mentally.
Yeah, mentally, jealous. I work where I work.
27-year-old jealous chick, and then
yes.
What does she do? Or does she work in the daytime?
No, she works in the nighttime.
Okay. Oh yeah. So she knows how shit goes down at nighttime.
Yes.
That's why she's even more probably a little more. Yeah.
You know, the ghost of nigga past that hurts every nigga that try to talk to a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, New York niggas.
I talk to someone. It's who's that bitch? You feel me? Blah 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 blah. And I can't.
All right, hold on. We gotta do something for the audience. We have to establish what is dating, entanglements, and situationships, or even being in a relationship. Like my perspective of what I would say dating is, if I'm taking you out on dates, it's not I'm trying to show you off or no shit like this. I'm dating to get to know you, to get into a relationship with you.
Yeah, there's tiers like court. Like to me, like how I used to look at it, because I remember when I was younger in my early 20s, I used to think like dating, like, oh, if you go on dates with her or him, that's your man now. Like, and you get older and realize like it's a spectrum, and like you can date multiple people. You can go on dates with 3-4 people in a week, and then you get to the point where it's like, oh, I'm dating exclusively. Like, I'm not in a relationship yet. I'm still trying to teeter on that, but I'm not fucking anyone else, basically.
And see,
like, yeah. So now, I guess then we were exclusive.
Yeah. So y'all had like did y'all have a conversation though about it?
No, it kind of like some weird woman. Yeah, she did that thing that women.
And that's not good because you need to have that clear. You need to have those clear guidelines.
Yeah, exact communication is key.
Because like in her mind, it's like, oh, I gave this nigga the pussy. That's my man now because of the standards I live by that he doesn't know because he doesn't know me. In my mind, that's my boyfriend. But in your mind, you don't know what she lives by. So in your mind, yeah, all right, cool, we just be. You can have friends. But if in her mind, you think that's your man, like it's a recipe for disaster.
And I think that's what will defeat all this like city girl, hot girl, whatever, like, toxic removal. Yeah. Just communication, bro. Like say what you want up front, and either people are gonna be with it or they're not. And don't say that you're with it and have a secret agenda of like, I'm gonna manipulate it to this. Like, no, like, because then I'm gonna refer back to the contracts. Like, so remember when we said this in the beginning?
He called me a fuckboy for that. Because remember last episode, that's essentially what I was explaining. If you tell me something from the jump street and along,
but as long as you keep that energy, if you switch it up, it's what makes you fuckboy status. You know what I'm saying? Like if she's like, oh, this is what it is, but then if you're like, oh, I want a relationship, but then you pull back. If you start telling her something and you don't pull back, that's when I may have called you fuckboy.
But what if what I'm saying? But like, what if y'all both agree? Like, okay, we just no relationship, no girlfriend, boyfriend. We just doing this.
That never works.
I'm not saying it never works, but I'm saying
it's awesome when it does work.
What if that's the agreement in the beginning, and then
that's cool. And if whoever breaks it first, that's the onus is on them. Yeah.
That's about a good 3-month period before someone either gets like really into the feelings, or the person that they've been trying to fuck on for real finally gives them the alley oop and it's like, damn, whatever. But yo, have y'all ever been on your fuckboy shit before? Like honestly?
Yeah, I can think of one time.
I think
about this all the time. It was this girl I was dealing with, like, it was like a little situation, not even like I was a thief in the night. Mm-hmm. I was literally a thief of the night. And then I would, after we do the dude, and I would be in bed talking about like ex-girlfriends to her.
That's the best.
And that's
the
And
best.
I'd be like, yeah, man, shit hurts, man. And she was looking at me like, this nigga cannot be serious. Yo, I swear on my father's grave.
That's the best.
It like, yeah, man. I was sure you could just get her shit together, man. Like, I could. And then she's coaching me emotionally post nut coital, and it's just like that's probably the biggest fuckboy thing. And I appreciate you. I hope you're doing well. You know what I'm saying? I see you just got done with your graduate program. I see you doing well.
No,
Yo, that's a real shit. I mean, you like,
Yes. Shout out to you.
That's probably the most fuckboy thing I think about a reference to. Yeah.
Man, I had one where I fucked 2 girls in the same day.
Shit.
And I was on some like really Rico Suave like
How far apart?
An hour apart.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was.
You shower?
Bro, I didn't have a chance.
Damn, I don't know if I was with you until about 2 questions ago.
No. Hold on before everyone starts like trying to go crazy. I didn't shower. Like first, this is what happened. So she starts talking to me. I was like, whoa, you got chill. She like, why? And I was like, I just like, you know what I'm saying?
The show did not taste like vaginal secretion, or
I mean, I washed off.
You did the whole bath.
Yeah, I did the whole bath.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Okay,
you
I did
did
the whole bath. I mean, so I tried to warn her. I was like, yeah. And then she like, I was like, you know what? I'm just fuck you. I put the condom on because we're responsible. And
that's a disclaimer for the ads.
Anyway, I fucked
2021.
They both know each other. They went to graduate from the same class of college together, and like had Slick just like started talking again, and I was like, I don't care if they're
you have definitely been spoken about over Moscato night.
I hope so.
And with anger, however, that's a GOAT legend move. Like you could just it's shit, but in history you can talk about it.
And I don't say it.
Give me that lighter. That's
definitely my most fuckboy shit ever. I regretted that because I feel like that just messed up the whole energy of the situation of what I could have. I was in a situationship with with one of them, and that's something that I wanted to work out, but obviously for obvious reasons it didn't because the energy wasn't right. So
honestly, if I was a single man in Atlanta, I wouldn't even be looking at a relationship. I would not. And this today, January, whatever, 2021.
Can I counter that?
Yeah.
Yo, being single is fucking stressful, bro.
Thank you, bro.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I have a life that I've afforded, like being in a relationship that my life is so much easier than it's ever been in my adult life. And I get like just things are just so much easier for you, and I understand that. But then there's times where it is stressful that comes with relationship shit that you may not have to deal with. So I'm gonna say, like, until you're ready to really deal with both sides, have fun.
No, make sure you're ready for a relationship. Like, just don't get in one to get in one. I agree with that.
Say if you're feeling low one day or Shorty's feeling low one day and shit's fucked up and y'all gotta talk, you know what I'm saying? You ain't ready for that type of shit. It's stress. That's another level of stress. That's like, I know y'all have a different stress single, but it's different. It's a different thing, you know?
Yeah. I mean, but that's what we were talking about, touching on earlier, is just like the climate for dating now. I would say since like, for sure, probably mid 2017 up to this point, like the gender roles have definitely changed in terms of just like how the climate has been like. So you now see girls more leading the forefront now.
We are prey, especially in Atlanta. We are prey.
I almost didn't catch on before it was too late, bro. I had a few.
Atlanta's the toxic capital of the world too.
For sure. Like, this is the culture of all this shit where it starts and then everyone else figures it out later.
More than LA? Nah, like we gotta be number 2.
No, let's hear it.
For black people, yeah, we're definitely number 1.
Miami is number 2 because I'm gonna tell you this: Drake has so many songs that this nigga crying. So you move to where? Atlanta? Oh my god! Once you go to Atlanta, bro.
Mm-hmm. Here's the thing about Atlanta, though. Atlanta's a place where it's raising in price, but it's still cheap enough to where you can be based here and be like you can move around the nation. So if you live in Atlanta, you can be in LA, you could be in Miami, you could be in New York on a drop of a dime. Now it's easier because you don't have as much liquidity in other cities. So like that's what makes Atlanta so deadly. Mm-hmm. Especially like you strip, you don't got a job, you can be in Houston on Sunday, and LA on Wednesday, Tulum on Saturday.
The scariest job, I think, not even scary. I say it's like if you dating shorty and she just starts working like the bottle service job, she'll be a quiet girl that's really reserved. By week 2, man, she's a different person.
She working at some little
I've
bullshit
seen that
lounge.
multiple times already.
Working at some little bullshit lounge on Wesley Chapel Boulevard.
Yeah, I mean, even still, because the whole culture of it changes, and like again, you have to be a nigga that's on your shit because there'd be any night randomly a nigga come there easily with 10 Benz in his pocket, and like, yo, we can fly to Puerto Rico right now if you want to, baby.
But
type shit.
They be doing what they want to do too. Like the way I see it is like, me and my man was talking about this the other day. It's like the Players Club. There's 2 type of girls. You either gonna be diamond or you're gonna be diamond cousin. Pick one.
But yo, what is that the point of relationships? Just be able to like show people off and go random places and trips, or is it more about the connection? Because I feel like that's the issue now.
I think in current social media days, a lot of people get relationships for that when they shouldn't be.
The photo op, yeah.
The crux of a relationship, no. Modern day, a lot of people do it like that. And they're like, oh, for the look, couples goals. It's like, yeah, nigga. Well, nigga, what y'all don't know is like the dude in the relationship that is getting heat to post their photos. Down hoes don't know that. I can't be posting. Oh, you post too many photos without me. I don't have a presence on your Instagram, on your social media. Y'all niggas don't gotta deal with that shit. Y'all, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of other problems on the other side of the tracks.
I know. I'm dealing with that now with my girl. She's like,
if someone was to look at your social media, they wouldn't know that you're in a relationship.
See, I'm in that weird balance of like people need to know that you're in a relationship.
You gotta cut your hose off.
But they don't need to know that you're in a relationship.
In her eyes, she needs to see that you drew a line in the sand to cut your hose off. Because you can't be doing the cute shit still. Because women, they're fucking secret squirrel and Morocco mole when it comes to social media, bro. They be looking through that shit with different glasses.
And create a whole nother situation out of shit.
So you gotta be ultra straight.
Think you trying to be funny.
You gotta be ultra straight.
Yeah, bro. I posted a picture of myself like, laying down in bed, and I was like,
nope.
I wasn't.
You fucked up.
I was very covered up.
Nope, you fucked
My
up.
feet were in the air.
Why you posting photos of your bed?
Yeah, she said
that bedroom's only for me and you.
She said that's a thirst trap, and I was like, "Is that how you perceived it?" Because I was just happy as fuck. Like my shorty bought me a hotel room, and I was like, "Yo,
I'm gonna teach you something to learn this early on. If you're having too much fun, that's no good. You can never have too much visible fun.
Especially without her.
You can't visibly have too much fun.
Without her.
Oh, without her, you can't have no fun. But with her, you can't have visibly too much fun. And so if you do have fun, you can't visibly show it. Because she'll be like, whoa, what's going on here? That's all it is. It's a joke. Women, they're fun police. You can't have too much open fun. You wouldn't know what I'm talking about 8 years in the game? Come on. Especially if it's without them?
Without them? And no.
She was there.
And they have to watch it?
In the picture, she was there. She was in the hotel room.
Yeah, here's the wildest shit people don't know. If they were there, they probably would not be having fun for some whatever miscellaneous reason that you can choose. Whether a body ache and ailment or some type of fucking social media slight that they got from some perceived... You choose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. My feet hurt.
A body ache or ailment. You know what I'm saying?
At this point, I'm just... You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, but I'm learning and I'm getting communication because you got to stand your ground. Like, all right, you can't just assume stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I think early on is very key where you got to put down like what I will budge on and what I won't budge on.
Facts.
And you got to establish that early.
Yeah, because if you lay down like a bitch on some early shit, it's gonna be worse. Like later on, I learned that at a young age. You know, a really crazy relationship, and I said never again. So I was like, I'm gonna speak up for myself. Fuck the pussy. Like I'm gonna make sure that you know how I feel. And this is what's really.
I think you have a different dynamic to it too by being distance. Mm-hmm. So like, it's easier and it's different because like when you're together, it makes the like a honeymoon every time you see each other. But then on the flip side, the distance makes it difficult. Dallas isn't that far. A nigga who knows you know what I mean? That's only a 12-hour drive. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just take 20. You know what I mean? I know about that way. I've been there, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I almost moved the Plano. Nigga, I was almost out in McKinney.
For real?
Yeah, dog. Like, I was with a shorty. She was on some shit and wanted to get away from her problems in Georgia. Got a job in Texas. And I was like, yo, let's do it. And it ended up didn't working out. But I remember she was living in fucking Allen, Texas. It's like up 75, state 75 north.
Right up the loop from there. Yeah. And
I remember I was like, yo, because there was a Nike store in McKinney, and there was one downtown. You know, I was working at a Nike store. I was like, yo, I could fucking transfer to Nike. Shit didn't pan out, but yeah, Texas is cool. But yeah, I'm just saying, like Texas isn't that far. It can work.
Yeah, I mean it's It's like a $70 flight ticket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Frontier, get that bitch.
Just boom, 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 and out. No, I'm saying you can get it with Delta too. Like if you plan it in time and know when to buy it. Like if you buy a Delta flight on a Wednesday or like a Tuesday night, something like that, you can get them for a good deal.
Tuesday night's where it's at.
Yeah.
So y'all, how long were y'all dating for to keep it back on track with everything before y'all became a relationship to kind of to put a bow on everything today? You know what I'm saying? Like to kind of tie everything back together. Y'all knew each other for a while.
All right, so let's tie that into like a general statement because like I wanna clarify something. So like my situation with her is different because like we've known each other for friends since the 6th grade.
Yeah.
And then like I told you the beef or whatever because of like the alleged bullshit cousin or whatever. The alleged cousin who's not even our that's how let's cut that part out.
It was a third party.
It was a third party.
Yeah.
Yes. Anywho, so like I would say personally, before I get into a relationship with any girl, I like to know them for who they are and what they really about. And I feel like that takes time. And you should take that. No, I'm saying like at least
strange
like,
women where it's at.
At least like 3 month period. I'll date you and be exclusive with you for like 3 months, but then like after that 3 months, we're like, so what are we really trying to do or something like that? 3 to 6 months, you know what I'm saying?
No, not cool. I'm just being funny, but like you doing the right thing, honestly.
Yeah, I'm saying if I'm taking it serious,
right
I'm not gonna be fucking you for 2 weeks and we just fucking and then you're like, so what are we? We fucking.
That is true because that's like I want to hang out with you without sexual relations going on.
Yeah, like don't say
during the daytime without fully clothed.
Right, don't say what are we. Just like yo, I would like to transition to this. This is where I'm at right now. How do you feel about that? And if I fuck with you, I'm like, you know what?
So how do you feel like? How long was that process for you guys? Or seeing that you guys knew each other for that long, that process was shorter because the groundwork was done for 15 years.
Yeah, like mind you, I have been shooting my shot all this year, so I was just like in my bag. We were already on some romantic shit this year, low key, but she lived in Dallas, and then when the pandemic hit, she really wasn't traveling for real. But then she was like, "All right, I'm gonna make a few trips," and blah blah blah. And that's when she came to Atlanta. I courted her. I had like set up the whole house, had rose petals all over the floor.
Okay, I remember that color a couple months ago.
Yeah, it's
so I could say that was probably the first process because you're different, but that's probably the beginning of your dating process.
Yeah, for sure. That was the first date. Yeah, and then we started talking and taking things more serious. Like, so we had already started talking like low key romantically about like the future. Like, ooh, could you see yourself doing this? And how many kids would you want? Shit like that. So honestly, the foundation had been set a while ago.
Yeah.
So now, like, New Year's. Actually, January 1st is our official day of when we was in a relationship.
Everybody, bro. That's how it is normally. Same.
Oh, for real?
Because I got a lot of homies just like, yo, I really met her at the New Year's party and we kind of started kicking it there. I mean, that's like, what's our first? You know what I mean? Niggas I know it's like that. That's a lot of, like, you'd be shocked a lot of people's anniversaries on the first of the year. Terrible day to have an anniversary.
Hell yeah, man.
Let you know. You'll learn coming soon New Year's, but terrible day for anniversary.
But let me ask y'all this question before we wrap up. Are y'all looking to get married for real? Like, at the end of the day, would you want to get married based off what the tradition is, how it's presented now in today's society?
Yeah, why not? I mean, I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be awesome to have like a lifestyle, like have a partner you can truly count on. The thing about marriage is just like it's tough. I think it makes things complicated when other third parties come involved.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I think people shouldn't rush into marriage. I feel like a lot of people in our generation are rushing into marriage now too.
Facts.
And
just to say that they got married.
Exactly. So I think just take it serious. Like, if you want to get married, cool. If you don't want to get married, it's hard to say don't take it serious, but take it serious.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think it should have as much weight on it. But if you do want to look into it, just take it serious.
Facts. That's right. Yeah, me personally, like, I love like spiritual reasons and just like I'll think of like family and legacy. I would want to get married for that, and just to make sure that I could have a tradition, something to leave behind, and also just to grow with a partner to that point where like, yeah, let's get the government involved and what I'm saying, get our names attached and all that stuff. But
I think with guys, the toughest thing when we start talking that government involved shit is like the potential of fucking other hoes is, we know that's like, it's not gone, but it's like morally gone.
Yeah.
And a lot of guys in their minds like, nah, I can still beat shorty if I want to, or I can, you know what I mean? Like, it's getting over your ego, I think. I think that's what guys really is. Our problem is ego and pride.
Facts, for sure, because they're like, damn, this is my last rodeo for real. Like, it's not even about that. Especially if you really love and genuinely want to build at this point with someone, I think like that should be the last thing on your mind.
Love is cursed by monogamy.
So you're a polygamist?
Young jaded right here.
We talked about this.
Yeah,
with
jaded.
Ethan,
No, we did.
Right?
No, I just don't believe in soulmates. They call that polygamy, but I don't believe that there's only one.
Yeah, soulmates. I think
Yeah,
it's
like,
kind of
that's
ridiculous
just
for the how many it's billions of people in the world. It just
Mathematics
kind of.
is kind of wild.
I'm also with the person that believes in like science or like religion. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not gonna discount your shit, but like when you have just numbers, it just you can't beat the numbers, bro. Like your numbers just don't lie.
I don't know, man.
One person out of a billion for you.
And that's only America. You feel me?
And the thing about it is, you're only going to see in your life, realistically, if you're a Portuguese, you may interact with 100,000 people in your life.
No, man, just a little.
Not even.
Tens
of thousands, couple 10,000 people in your life.
Man, I don't know. That's gonna have to be another segment.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I get
like,
saying,
you're not gonna really see
one. You feel me, like
bro? Like, cause I said the same thing. I was like, I feel like I would have to travel the world.
Dog, we just been in the southeast. You haven't even been to the northwest.
I know, as I'm saying, like stuff like that. I'm saying, that's what I was thinking at first, but then it's just like different connections don't lie, like the energy don't lie.
You're right. I get that.
What if she in North Dakota?
But then also, I feel like we're about to get real metaphysical. I'm not gonna. This will be another day, but like time.
Okay.
In each time period, like we may be our timelines might have synced up at this time in our lives, because I may not have been ready to meet you in this point emotionally, where you might have been ready to meet me, and like you may have been like think about perfect. You may have met a girl in your day, you may have had you might have really fucked with love to her, but she wasn't ready for a relationship or whatever, and just it didn't work out.
Yeah. And
like the time, if you guys work out, I think that's really what soulmates and like. Not to get meta on you guys, but we're really a time,
like even like
and availability.
I think it's like think of like if we really get metaphysical right quick. I think like we're basically retrying our lives over and over and over and over until we figure out whatever is going on. Yeah. And in that time, we meet the same people over and over again. So yes, there are billions of people in the world, but we keep meeting the same people, the same energies and souls, and that's where you meet the soulmate. Because like I keep fucking running into you. And it didn't work out then, but it worked out now for some reason. It's like, oh, let's do that.
that's how dudes be beating shorties that they wasn't giving them time of day back in the day, because they realized that the fupa is a little more foopy than it used to be. But yeah, that's guys. I don't know what else to say.
Hell no, man. Let's wrap it out then. So yo, I'm Jordan.
Love shows love.
DJ Sip.
This is guys.
Yeah. Guys.
God fucking damn it.
No, that's cool. That was it right there. We'll see you guys next week. Click.
Guys.